The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Coming up, Russell Brand in trouble. Huge trouble, actually, with some accusations going on. We'll play his audio of him rebutting what's going on that he's being accused of. And in just about 5 minutes here with Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Still talking about pickleball taking over the burbs, the West Burbs, specifically Naperville building these indoor courts. And Dustin texted in about being a disc golfer, and apparently there's a big beef in the burbs with disc golfers versus pickleball people. Dustin,
God.
He's talking from Joliet. Dustin, ahoy.
Ahoy. How you guys doing this morning?
Now, why is there a beef?
Well, it's not really a beef. It's as 2020 came and the COVID hit, everybody had nothing to do. So they went and spread around to look for sports. Disc golf wasn't really that big either until 2020 when there was nothing to do.
Right.
I've been a disc golfer for almost 8 years. I play leagues for Delwood and Lockport. Well, in all the new places I play leagues for my sport, like Naperville, there's quite a few places. I mean, I've been seeing the courses pop up right next door to the golf course, and as we're all walking up, we look over, and they look at us like it's a skateboarder biker thing. You know, like you over there, oh, you guys on your nice little court. We're going to go in the woods and play our game. You know, it's always been a rival thing because it started to pop up around the sides of forest preserves, parks, places like that. Like you said, cut that basketball court in half. There you go. You got a pickleball course now.
That's atrocious, cutting a basketball court.
I gotta say, the disc golf pickleball beef has to be the least intimidating crew of people that would be angry at each other.
Some tough guys with little itty-bitty rackets and helmets on with a wiffle ball. Sorry, my spell check came up horrible.
Shaking in my
like
boots.
you guys look tough.
Oh, man. Well,
We're going to throw some discs at you. What you going to do, throw your wiffle ball at us? Hit us with your little sticks? But it's really funny because Naperville was one of the first places I saw it played next to me. I was like, yeah, no, maybe. And the thing is when I went to try, I'm too short. So when I'm running around, I'm just this little itty-bitty guy trying to hit it. I'm just not the right guy for the game.
Well, yeah, you got to pick your sport properly. You want to go do disc golf this weekend, Kenzie? You want to do that?
No, I'm not good at frisbee or golf, so I feel like that's just my nightmare.
It's not a good thing. Well,
Is that a different thing? Is frolf different?
Frolf? Wait, is frisbee golf disc golf there?
If you're insulting my game, you call it froth. We call it frisbee golf. Froth just sounds like real golf with an F, you know?
Okay.
So it's
That's what people are talking about, though.
But you insulted him.
I wasn't.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Most people call it frothing, but that makes it sound like throw up. We're golfing.
Most people call it frolfing.
I know, it's so funny though. Like when I go and tell people, hey, I'm going to go to a disc tournament this weekend. My father-in-law and all his friends play real golf. That's a rival right there. People that play real golf against frisbee golf. It's like tennis players against pickleball. You know what I'm saying? It's those kind of rivals.
There's just a lot of privilege in these fights. There's a lot of privilege.
Oh, that's great. It's Q101. Everybody just be safe out there, and let's everybody be healthy. Let's calm down. We'll have a summit between pickle golf. No, not pickle golf, pickleball.
How dare you? You just insulted him.
I just insulted everybody now. It's Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. A little bit of entertainment news going on. Bad news for Russell Brand. Now, what sucks about this is he just was so good in Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Made that movie. The whole cast, by the way, was amazing. And a lot of them have other problems going on, too, like Jonah Hill as well. But
Mila Kunis.
Yeah, that's right. Mila Kunis as well. The hell?
That movie's like cursed.
Oh my.
It's like, when everyone's getting knocked off one by one in Final Destination, Jason Segel's in the bathroom somewhere like, no.
Well, 4 women are accusing him of sexual assault. This happened around that time when the movie was big, like 2006 and then afterward. So it's a long time ago. But he put a rebuttal up on his social media talking about the accusations, and he denies them.
These allegations pertain to the time when I was working in the mainstream, when I was in the newspapers all the time, when I was in the movies, and as I've written about extensively in my books, I was very, very promiscuous. Now, during that time of promiscuity, the relationships I had were absolutely always consensual, and to see that transparency metastasized into something criminal that I absolutely deny makes me question, Is there another agenda at play? Also, it's worth mentioning that there are witnesses whose evidence directly contradicts the narratives that these two mainstream media outlets are trying to construct, apparently in what seems to me to be a coordinated attack.
It sounds like he's acting in that thing. It's just kind of like the weird Ashton Kutcher, Mila Kunis apology last week about, they defended the guy from that 70s show who was convicted of rape and going to jail for 30 years.
Oh, there was no apology in that video.
No. He's vehemently defending it. Oh, so I'm all for evidence, so let's see what happens.
Well, that's the thing, is that if it didn't happen and people are lying, then okay. I mean, I tend to lead towards the women based on my previous experience with men, but but I will not until until there's like a court thing and stuff. I won't be like,
you should.
I won't do that.
People want to take a pitchfork and ruin someone before anybody's even shown evidence, and I think
let's
you need to wait. You need to wait.
I remain skeptical because it bothered me. I don't know if you've ever seen the video of him and Katy Perry's marriage really ending, like one of the nails in the coffin. Have you ever seen this video?
I don't think I have.
If you want even if you don't like Katy Perry, I'm not like a number one, I'm not like a firework dream girl or anything. But
I thought you were.
Okay. It's
You're
not
such
my
a ray
favorite
of
song in the world.
sunshine.
I know, right? But it really was heartbreaking. I mean, they're having this conversation. She wants to make their marriage work, and he just doesn't give an F.
Yeah.
And he does it right before she has to go do her concert.
So what was this video? Was it a documentary with Katy Perry being filmed or something?
You know what? I don't know if it's an excerpt and never made it like a docuseries or anything, to be honest. I've just seen the solo clip. But if you look at Russell Brand ending his marriage with Katy Perry, it is the saddest clip. She's in there bawling her eyes out, and she's to go she's to perform on her tour. Why wouldn't you have that conversation after?
That's a little weird.
Why wouldn't you there's got to be some level of care. It's not like, you know what, it's not like you caught her sleeping with your brother and you're like, I don't care how she feels. If you're just not interested in the relationship anymore, you couldn't wait 2 hours till her set was done. I found that always made me mad at him. Now, that's not illegal.
No, it isn't.
So,
you can be an a-hole and it's not
I'm
bad.
not saying he deserves jail, but I'm saying he's definitely not always nice. For sure.
Well, we'll see how it plays out. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
Well, how bad really are the Bears? They're really bad, and especially Justin Fields. Listen, today was a realization in the last 24 hours, I should say, that it's over. I know my prediction was 9-8, and I did predict yesterday's game. I forgot I said that wrong yesterday. I only predict that the Packers were going to lose at Soldier Field, but the Buccaneers and my baby Harper, you saw the video up at Q101's Facebook page, also picked the Buccaneers. She was right.
She's a smart kid.
Very smart kid.
Except for her mom.
Not me. But you know what? Justin Fields is not the guy. We all have to accept it together as a community and hang out and maybe discuss it more. I'm willing to go to people's neighborhoods and talk in your living room about it because I defended him. I thought it was, more of the O-line issues and give him some time, get him some weapons, and coach him up a little more. All those things happen. He's worse. He was worse yesterday.
I tried glass. Wow.
Glass.
Half full.
Half
full glass.
You're ready for takeaways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
She called him take off so I can leave. Anywho, so I was trying to look at the bright side of the whole scenario. And let me just switch my verbiage. And I realized this could be good. Because at first I was like, this could be the Super Bowl team. This could be some big stuff. And my due date's right around the Super Bowl. So it would be very difficult with my whole husband. I could see our marriage ending if he decided that was more important and wasn't focused.
But hospitals have TVs. You could watch the Super Bowl while you're delivering a child.
Yeah, but if he missed it because he's in the hallway because it's the only one that gets the channel or something. Do you know what I mean?
I could see how this would end your marriage specifically.
Right, how mad I would be about that.
Yeah, you wouldn't be very pleasant.
No. I think I have a right to not be in the moment as well. It should be a little bit more about this scenario. And I just feel like maybe this is good for me.
For you.
Just
for
me.
you. Yeah, forget about the city.
Yeah.
And the team.
Can I be glass half full for a second?
Jeez.
Ew, let's
Okay,
get
go.
it.
You? Okay, go ahead.
The problem is this is either glass half full or this is smashing the glass into bits and pieces. The Bears have a really easy schedule this year. They have a really easy schedule. After the Chiefs,
they have the Broncos.
They go Broncos, Commanders, Vikings, Raiders, 0-2 Chargers.
Commanders won yesterday, I believe. They came back and won
Yes,
that game.
yeah, the Commanders won. They're kind of pesky, but they have 5 games. They could go 0-3, and then very realistically could rattle off 5 wins. And the same way they lost 13 in a row last year, they could win 13 in a row this year.
Did you give up straight edge at Riot Fest?
Did I give up straight edge? No, I did not give up being straight edge.
Yeah, because it sounds like you're on some drugs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it does. It does.
I'm just saying, they've got the Panthers later on the season. They got the Vikings twice, obviously. They got the Cardinals. They got the Falcons, who have, even though they're 2-0, they have a mess of a quarterback situation, too.
So what you're saying is they're going to the Super Bowl.
What I'm saying is they're going to the Super Bowl, and your marriage is over.
Over, baby.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Lauren, how much Malort do you have left? That's all I want to know.
On my person?
Yeah, on your person.
That's funny thing is I went to get my key card to get into NBC Tower this morning, and 3 empty Malort bottles fell out.
I believe it. I believe it.
I'm
It's
always
a pretty
holding.
strict establishment we have here.
Yeah.
I'm always holding, bro.
Metal detectors in it. Well, they're little plastic bottles, so it's
Yeah,
okay.
Little guys.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and Lauren joins us after the most glorious week. And I'm telling you again that was the best Foo Fighters show I've ever seen. I'm no exaggeration, and I get it that it's hard to replace Taylor, but it was just unbelievable. The energy and the song choice and the sound, and it was the best sounding Riot Fest in years, I'll tell you that much. I don't know what they did, if they invested in sound more or whatever. It sounded great. All the pictures, videos, Q101.com, our YouTube channel, our socials, everything to check out to relive it today when you're at work and just want to, get away from work.
Dig into hashtag Riot 101.
Yeah.
Glorious.
So, what was your favorite moment of Riot Fest?
Oh, I can't do that.
Just one quick one. First thing when I say that.
Okay, Queens of the Stone Age, I'm in the pit, and I hear behind me, Lauren, and I turn around, and it's Jacob Givens, who is my absolute favorite follow on TikTok, TikTok and all the socials.
TikTok is a new one, though. That's really good.
He's the 90s music reaction guy, and his content is just brilliant, and I mean, we're best friends now.
Look at that.
We're besties.
That's all I was asking for.
Yep.
I know you got more moments. You'll share it during the show. But first, takeaways from today's show with Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Bob texts in, if Kenzie's marriage ends, I call dibs.
Is that how it works?
Honestly, that made me feel better.
Beautiful. It made you feel beautiful.
I'm like, that's so sweet. Joe texted in and said Brian left Kenzie stranded at Riot Fest for 2 hours because he was too lazy to text.
It wasn't laziness.
I was just waddling around alone.
It was just, I forgot my phone was in my pocket for a little while. I just forgot for a minute. I had a lot of those purple nurple 8%ers. The Riot Pop is the best thing ever, and I hope it will sell that after Riot Fest. I hope it continues somehow. Riot Mike, if you're listening, sell the Riot Pop.
We need to get you one of those, like, dad phone cases that clicks onto your belt.
You can't
So
come
it's
back
just
from
right
that.
there.
I can't do it. Once you wear that
The
phone
truth
case.
is, Lauren, he didn't want me there because people were running up to him like, oh, we love the show, and he didn't want to share.
Oh,
That's the
that
truth.
Tracks. That makes sense.
That's 100% the truth.
That was absolutely.
And I got to say, it was really nice.
He hates when there's pictures with me in them. He just doesn't want any of it.
Where's Brian at the picture? I was right in front. I just can't see because Kenzie's there. But a beautiful woman there. Let's look at Kenzie. That's how-
See that underlying anger?
Just a hater.
Sounds really bitter.
I was walking through the carnival games like, Brian?
Hello? Juan checked in. Frolf and Wiffle Ball are the next new reason that everyone hates Americans.
That's a good point.
More takeaways. Chris checked in. All you need to do to impress a woman on a first date is spend a few years in prison.
Juan texted in and said, damn, second dibs on Kenzie.
Line them up.
I got to give one more.
I feel so much better.
I got to give one more takeaway. Frank's take, Apollo Creed was the first man to walk on the moon.
That's not what I said. It's not what I said.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.